Here we go with game 8 here at the Racetrack International Stadium in Columbo. It's going to be China versus Singapore in this Pool B matchup. Leg 3 of the Asia Rugby 7 Series. China have been impressive in pool play, but haven't made the cup final yet as they come out onto the field. There they go. Look at number 3, Gao Bing, this huge man. And of course, number 12, Ma Chong. He's one of the real stars. But number 11, Shan Chang Sheng, he scored 7 tries in the series. Singapore have a few of their big names or veterans back, namely Daniel Chow at number 1. A couple of new players in there as well. And there's Ma Chong with the ball. Mr. Noriaki Hashimoto from Japan is our official. And China will be looking to improve on their finishes. In Hong Kong, they came 4th place. And in Seoul, they came 4th place, both times losing to Korea. So the pecking order has sorted itself out, and that is a monster kick-off from Ma Chong, an absolute cracker, and his forwards get under it and secure that straight away for China. Let's see what sort of form they're bringing into this tournament as they come quickly to the left. Ma Chong, he'll be hard to stop from here. If he doesn't score, he'll probably set something up. Tries to take on the whole team, and that's a very busy first run for Ma. Out wide now is Shan Chang Sheng, 7 tries in the series. And a couple of in passes to Jiang Li Wei, and they're underway. Within 40 seconds are China, straight from the kickoff. Good first try to them. Ma Chong from pretty handy position adds the extras. 7-0 after a minute and a half. Strong start from China. Singapore will also be looking to improve on their performances. They've found themselves playing off against Japan in the first 2 legs. In Hong Kong, they played off for 5th and 6th with Japan, only losing 7-0. Then they played off against Japan for 7th, 8th. Again, just losing by 3 points, 24-21, but ultimately taking 8th spot. And they're struggling now. They're battling for survival in this series. And straight through the middle from the restart goes Shan Chang Sheng. Try number 8 in the series for him. And Singapore unable to manage the restart. China, no invitation required. 7th try of the series. Singapore making it very easy for them. China going through pool play in Hong Kong undefeated. Really looking like world beaters. Easily beating Korea and Japan. Ma Chong is away with the kick. And look at the gas there, getting on the outside of Ting. Too big, too strong. And Ting just tries to cut him off at the pass. 12-0 then, very quickly, as Ma Chong gets us underway for a 3rd time. Can Singapore handle this restart? No, they can't. Gao, he's about 6'8", gets up and makes that look very easy. Here come China now. Up to the 10-metre line through the try scorer Shan. And Ma Chong's on the outside. Can he finish this one off? Steps off the left once, off the left twice. Makes a beeline for the posts. Takes on 2 more. What a star this man is. 4 defenders flailing at the superstar Ma. Isn't he wonderful to watch in full flight? Incredible. And take it all the way back to the restart. One of the leading point scorers in this series. Not so much through his try scoring this year, but through his goal kicking and try scoring. He's third highest point scorer for men on 60 points. Ben Remini on 95 for Hong Kong, and Lee Jones on 60 with all his tries. And what an effort from Ma Chong. He's one of the guys you come to watch. Each team has a few of these superstars. And here he is with the ball in hand for another beautiful restart. Gao goes up again, and Singapore, he's got to be offside this time. Gao, he was ahead of the accidental kick forward by his player. Up he goes, bats it back, and Zhang kicks it forward. And Gao can't help himself. He reaches down from a huge height and has a go at it. Singapore now with their first effort with the ball. They've been snuffed out 17-0 already, and they haven't done a whole lot wrong. Here goes Bronson Rowe, towing it through now. Teng comes speeding through. He was good in Seoul, scored a number of tries, but this time the ball beats him to the sideline. He was their standout in Korea, was Ting Chong Yao, number 6. Here he is on the left. Can Singapore finish this half with a score? It's going to be hard to win a line out off China. They're very good at the set piece. They've got some very tall men. Zhang away now. Here goes Ma Chong. Does a bit of dancing. Can't get out of the 22. Good defence from Singapore, watching him like an eagle. But they've conceded a penalty. And I don't think they're back 10 there, but play on. China now working the far side, and this is Lee Ding-Kei, and he's looking for the big man on the outside, and he gets taken nicely from behind. Good cover defence. Gao will be furious there. He'd run all that way to get on his shoulder, and Lee wouldn't give it to him. Should have given it right there. And we know that Gao can finish. He's a very tall man, but he's got some pace too, and everyone loves a big man getting the legs open.
Crouch. Point.
Hooter's gone.
Set.
Singapore. Do they have the stomach to go 80 metres? Looks like it. Brian Ng there with the run, his first touch of the ball. And that's good use of the width of the field by Singapore up to the halfway. This is good stuff from them. And this time going for the kick over the top. Can he get the bounce? It's off the shin. Brian Ng, can he get it? Oh, and he goes for one of those big NRL scores and can't manage it. And a late chance gone big in there, and that would have been spectacular stuff. But the half ends. Here we go. Look, he just goes to pick it up. That's Max Ducornet. And he goes, gets it, and he hasn't got 8 feet long arms to reach back inside the field and get an unlikely score. So good effort, but it's 17-0 at half time.
17 points to nil at the moment. China leading over Singapore. Right after this game, we will be having the women's segment once again. And the first women's game will be Japan taking on India. 17 points to nil, China leads Singapore in the Asian Rugby Sevens 2016, powered by Dialogue.
That's exactly what they needed to get themselves back into this game. Rather fortuitous, but you've got to take them. Now, unlucky not to get one at the end of that first half. So Brian Ung absolutely poleaxed in the Hong Kong leg and concussed. It was a sickening head blow. He was in all sorts of trouble, so it's good to see him out there and doing what he does. Singapore battling to stay in this Asian Sevens series. Someone's going to get relegated. 8th spot will get relegated for next year, and away come China. This is Fen Wenru. Inside ball to Lee Deng-Kei, and they're going to go 80 metres themselves untouched. And they strike back too easy. Singapore perhaps still celebrating that try, and China just relentless. That is a terrible conversion attempt. The big man, he's not too bothered. He's been hooked, I think. Grubbed that through the posts, and that won't be on his highlights tape. So 22 to China, Singapore 5. Big man Gao gets busy on the small man Teng, and China have just turned that over by big man on small man. And here goes Chen, puts the basketball pass over the top and gets it to Pan. Referee Hashimoto, is he looking to the pocket here? Yep. Down to 6 now, Singapore, and that doesn't help. 4 minutes remaining. Big man Chen Yongchang straightens up for the line.
Yep.
Daniel Chow getting in there and making a real mess of himself in the number 1 shirt, and Wang Jianhu Hua just decides to take a wee tap and go, and scores perhaps the easiest try of his career. And it just had to break for Singapore. They scored 2 quick tries in the second half. off the post this time. So with Ma Chong off, the conversions, 2 easy ones, not found their mark. But that doesn't really matter. It's 27 points to 7. Here's the build-up. Daniel Chow, they're trying to keep him up off the ground, but they're penalised at this moment here, and there's not much you can do when they get attacked from there. And my 5-year-old daughter could probably have scored that one in a similar circumstance. No disrespect to Singapore, but it's very hard to defend. The restart has been muffed, and so Singapore back to the halfway through Nicholas Yao. And T decides to just poke that through, and not a bad option. Can he keep it in play? Not quite. Enterprising stuff from T, but Chinese got back for that. Couple of minutes left. It's 27 points to 5. How might this pool pan out with Sri Lanka and Chinese Taipei, the other 2 teams, as Gao comes away to the 22. Really is an athlete. He's a slender man, but he's very tall and athletic, and he's got good skills. It's a huge pass out to the left. They're lining up for it now. This is Chen, this big man. He takes on Daniel Chow, and he's doesn't back himself. Just drops it out of the hand, and it bounces up nicely. And no one's going to stop Wang Jianhu going in for his second try. And basketball style from their own, deep in their own 22. They've gone 80, 90 metres and just looking very relaxed and casual, and showing some good skills along the way, China, there to score that try. Second try this match for Wang. He hasn't even broken a sweat, and it's extremely hot out there. Very humid. Good skills throughout there for China. So this is a good start for them, 34-5. Deep kick to Ting. He's only had the one run in this game. He's one of the good runners for Singapore. He's a playmaker. Hasn't had much chance in this game. Just a couple of seconds on the clock now. Singapore searching for more consolation. Good breakout from Nicholas Yao, but the pass is a bit loose and it's all over the place. The ref's playing on, no he's not. It's been knocked forward, so that'll be the end of the game. 34 points to 5 as China have seen off Singapore relatively easily. And Singapore, they will be pinning their hopes on a win against Chinese Taipei later today in order to avoid that battle for 7th and 8th. Good hit out for China. They won't be too displeased about that as we head back for the women's side of the draw.
There you are. It's the Asian Rugby Sevens 2016, powered by Dialogue.
Oh no. I always want to know feedback. Get ugly. You're too sexy, man. You're too sexy, man.